Steve-O.
Yo.
What's the word, man? It's good to be back up in here with you. NBA Central family. I got a question. Well, it wasn't my question. Obviously, we find things on the internet and it causes us to become contemplative, correct? But did this here. Do you believe, Steve-O, that Kevin Durant would be no better than Carmelo Anthony if he never went to the Warriors? We're going to talk about that question right after the intro.
Welcome to the number one place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of NBA Central. It's the odd couple. We back up in here. Your boy, big bro, Steve-O speaks, looking like one of the characters from Martin when he was walking around with that fake dog.
Shut you. Calm down. Calm down.
Well, now listen, man. I saw this on the internet. I thought it was intriguing. Man. Kevin Durant's career without Steph Curry is no better than Carmelo Anthony. And I was like, wow, I mean, you know, even though like Carmelo never won an MVP, he never got rookie of the year. However, he was a pure scorer. And he carried Denver to a playoff appearance in his first year, so on and so forth. Made it to, I believe, a conference finals with Allen Iverson and all of those guys as well. So, what do you think, Steve-O? How you feeling about this comparison right here?
Ain't too far off at all. It's really not too far at all. If he didn't get them two rings, he just been a bona fide scorer. He would have been an AI. He would have been a Charles Barkley. He would have been a Carmelo. That's just what it is. Um, but it's kind of different because like I don't even want to call him Carmelo. I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to call him Carmelo because the decision making was not similar.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you because it's like this. That boy was leading the league in scoring in like his early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
The youngest player in the history of the NBA to ever
Should have got rookie
lead.
MVP.
You said
I
what
mean,
happened?
should have got rookie of the year.
Who we talking about, Melo or
Yeah,
KD?
Melo.
Melo should have got rookie of the year, especially since he led Denver to the playoffs that year, and LeBron didn't with Cleveland. However, what I was referring to was KD being the youngest leading scorer in the history of the NBA.
I mean, yeah, he was doing that, but I mean, it took him a minute because for one thing, first of all, their game is a little bit different. We know Melo as a bully ball, so he kind of came into league with that NBA body, so he was able to adjust to the league fairly quick. Now the spirit, the skills for KD was there, like he still was out there hooping on people, but like I think it was once he started to understand his body, how to use his body against the talent he was going against, but that's when it started going. So I think that was just the difference between them two. But yeah, it's a very lot of similarities when it comes to that because like I said, they both have played with plenty of Hall of Fame talent. That's both another thing they got in common. They fours, I mean three fours. They play mix between three or four. If anything, that's who you want your number one to be to becoming a championship contender. So yeah, like they both had plenty of opportunities to win in their own right. That's the key thing. They had plenty of opportunities to win in their own right. Maybe KD had more of opportunity more than Melo did. But like I said, they both had it in their own right. I think where they differ is like what I just said. It just comes towards the decision making. One led toward I want to be more at home. I want to build something at home and get the money there. Versus, in the words of KD, I'm not even gonna go in my thoughts. In the words of KD, he just liked the way Golden State played basketball, and I felt like I could play basketball there. AKA, it was easier. I don't care what.
Yeah, well, and he wasn't the only one capable of doing what he was doing. I saw that video earlier too. But you said it took KD a little bit longer to kind of get his groove in the NBA, but the stats don't say that. For KD, his first season he averaged 20, then he jumped to 25, then he led the league in scoring, playing all 82 games in 2009, 2010 and scoring 30. Then he scored 27, 28, 28, and 32. Whereas Carmelo, on the other hand, although he's, in terms of like a player, he's more all around earlier when he got to the league, and he can get to the basket, be a bully, and so on. But he averaged
Mhm.
21, then 20, and then 26. So it took his third year to get to 26. Whereas KD, by his third year, he was averaging 30. And he figured it out. He was averaging 30 points, 7.6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.5 blocks. So like, or steals, I'm sorry. So like, I feel like, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
really
KD.
I don't know. It's like the similarity is there. It's just I don't want to say it, if you know what I mean.
Well, I
Like,
think KD kind of in a league of his own.
yeah, that's what I feel like. Like because of his decisions, like he put himself in a whole league of his own. Like off the top of my head, I can't think of somebody that was in his position as a top three player in the world going to a team like that. Like there's not too many people. Like I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, they try to play do the same thing with KD. I mean with LeBron, but like I said, he wasn't winning a championship before LeBron got there. They
Yeah, I
did.
mean, and there was a stretch where people were like openly stating that KD was better than LeBron, even during LeBron's prime, even
At
when he
times
was.
he was.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like when you think
Yeah.
about Mike, when you think about Magic, when you think about players throughout the history of NBA, there aren't really too many people that was like, okay, well, I'm the greatest player in my generation, but also so is this person. Kobe happened to him was Tim Duncan. A lot of people don't want to say it, but Tim Duncan was right there with Kobe in terms of the
Mhm.
greatest of that generation between 99 and 2020. But hey, at the end of the day, KD stepped up and it got to the point where it's like, okay, well, LeBron the best player, but so is KD. And then Steph jumped into the conversation as well,
Mhm.
as they went forth. And that's what really hurts KD's legacy. Because LeBron went back home, not LeBron, Melo went back home. He was going to New York and he was gonna try to carry them to a championship. He took that chance, he took that risk. KD wasn't finna go to the doggone Washington Bullets.
He didn't have to. Like that's my thing. Like he didn't. We didn't did the episode before. There's about 4 teams besides Golden State he could have went to. He could have went to San Antonio. He could have went to Boston. He could have went to the Clippers. It was multi. It was he could have went to Miami. Why did you have to go to Golden State?
The team that just beat you.
That just beat you. Like that's my whole thing. Like that's the thing that everybody. It's not just the fact that he went to the team that won a championship. That's not the whole case of what hurts his legacy part. What hurts his legacy is this man was up 3-1. All he had to do was play 48 minutes to another 5 to 10 more to win one game to go to the finals. One. And you sat there and let them beat you 3 straight times, and in 2 months you made a decision without telling your brothers, "Oh, I'm going to go to state."
It wasn't
You
even
know how
two
you
months.
look.
He
No,
made that decision
it
the
was
night that
exactly two. It was exactly either a month or 2 months.
no, he made that decision the night Draymond Green whispered in his ear, "You need to come hoop with us, my nigga." That's what happened. It's
Draymond.
all Draymond whispered it in his ear. We saw it happen, bro. He was pointing him in his chest, like, "You need to be over here with us." So at the end of the day, man, I mean, when I saw this comparison between Melo and KD, it just made me think that the person who made it was most likely pointing out the fact that they're both very, very, very gifted scorers.
Hmm.
I think Melo played his way into the top 10 in all time scorers before he retired. If not, it's top 15 in that range. And KD is clearly, in my opinion, the best scorer I've ever seen with the ability that he has at 7 feet, taking people off the dribble, crossing people over on the perimeter, getting to the basket at will. I've never seen somebody at his height, and
Yes.
that's
Just
why it's a
cutting
lot
in.
of
You was correct. He's number 9.
okay, yeah, number 9. But yeah, Victor Wembanyama is the next KD type player in the sense of being tall and skilled with more than just being in the post. We're gonna see what Victor brings to the table, but KD definitely transcended big men and became the type of player that in the 70s and 80s he wouldn't have been able to play the way that he plays right now. And
He would have got elbowed by Artist Gilmore so hard.
or
His kids he ain't had yet would have tasted that shit.
right. So, I just don't think that it's a complete comparison between Melo and KD. Honestly, I just don't think that even without going to Golden State, I think KD established himself as me personally as more prolific scorer than Melo did throughout his career in terms of what he's been able to do. Like, again, I mentioned it earlier, Melo never led the league in scoring. Did he? Did Melo lead the league in scoring? I could be wrong. Y'all let us know in the
Yeah, I believe he
comments.
got a scoring title.
Did he get a scoring title?
I'm pretty
Um,
sure. If I'm wrong, I won't be mad that I'm wrong on this one, but I'm pretty sure he did. I could check real quick. Melo, um, yep, scoring title 2013.
that was the first year with the Knicks or the last year with the Denver
That was
Nuggets.
like year 2 or 3 in the Knicks, because he came in the Knicks in 2011.
Oh yeah, he averaged 27.4 that year.
Hmm.
That was actually less than he averaged the year before. So he definitely got a scoring title, but he didn't get the.
So he should have had two, basically.
He could have, but the I guess somebody outscored him in 2012.
I want to look that up real quick.
Who won a scoring title in 2012,
Yeah,
2013?
scoring.
KD outscored him at 28.1. No, no, no. Did he? Hold on, wait.
Let me just. Sorry, y'all. This just intrigued.
28.7.
That's real. That just intrigued me real. So I like stats.
No, Melo outscored him that year, 28.7. So he definitely saw KD on his radar.
Yeah. Hey, facts. And you hear about him. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of clips of not only KD, but there's a lot of people out here that was like, bro, I'd rather guard AI, Kobe, all of them instead of Melo. And then
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
mean,
and
maybe
I
I
feel like
can.
that's like he like the new KD is like this generation's like if you hear like Paulo and them, they be like it's like Giannis and KD like, bro, I ain't trying to play him.
I might have to backtrack. Like, is KD more prolific scorer than Melo? I don't know. I mean, Melo had it all. He had the off the dribble.
I
He had the
think
step backs, the side steps. He had to go to the
I
basket.
yeah, I think he was more I don't know. Like I just think the skill level was different. So I don't know if I could
It was more
say
foot. It was more footwork and that approach with
versatility, like
Melo.
yeah, like Melo's gonna jab face up, get you up in the air, maybe step back on you, maybe sidestep. That's his game. Mm, KD could do that, or
He
he
don't
can.
he don't have to though because
He
he,
don't
he
have
he
to.
can
Like
shoot over
he
pretty
could
much
just raise
anybody.
up on you, or he could spin off you. He could spin shot. He can reverse pivot. He can euro shoot your ass. And I
Hmm.
ain't seen it before, but he'll do it.
Well, I
Like
mean, he
that's
got
just the
all that.
type of
He
stuff.
had the dirt too.
Off
He had the
foot,
the one
right? I
lit
was just about
right.
to say off foot. Like their post games is way more different. Like I said, like Melo, he does have a post game to some degree, but he will most time 9 times out of 10 he gonna face up.
Well,
And
not to some degree. Melo's post game was decent.
it was good, but what I'm saying post game, I mainly mean like okay, his back to the basket was I would say KD had more of a back to the basket post game work because he'll fade on you. Melo would just be like, all right, I'll put my back towards you just to get you. Like I do that, put my weight on you, or and if he gonna do that, most of the times it's just like I'm a spin off or like use your momentum to spin off. Versus any other time, he gonna if it's back towards he gonna he gonna pivot till he face you up,
So he
and
face up
then
and get the mid range going.
exactly
Whereas KD would,
he
man,
would
like
do anything. He could do he could be Melo or he could be Kobe. Like he
any
that's the
either
thing.
or. That's
Yeah.
just yeah.
So that's why
KD
I was
is
like, I don't know if
unstoppable,
it's like I don't know. I don't want to say he Melo was more what's the word? Uh
prolific at
Not
scoring.
prolific, like I don't consistent. Because I'm pretty sure they was both pretty consistent in their own right. But I just think the word is KD was just way more versatile.
Yeah, because KD, even with all the jumpers he shoot, like even last season, he shot 57% with the Suns, 56 with the Nets. He done shot over 50% pretty much since year 5 in the league. He went up every year pretty much.
Yeah.
43, 47.6, 47.6, then 46. He went down, then he got to 49 and never looked back. He
Yeah,
hasn't shot less than 50% from the field
it's just like his third year.
since his fourth year. And
I
then
was close.
even with shooting threes, he shot 53.7% with the Suns last year. That's crazy from three, bro.
Yeah, that is crazy, and that just shows how gifted he is. All that to say that you still ain't gonna be no top 10 all time.
He might in
Tough.
terms of, it depends on what we're talking
He
about.
ain't.
Like
I'm
he
not doing it.
no, I'm
Nope.
saying like it depends on what we're talking about. Like overall top
Oh, no,
10,
that's what I'm
maybe
talking about.
not.
Overall, that's what I mean.
But he'll definitely get to scoring for sure in
Yeah,
terms of
I mean, yeah, that's nothing to debate with. But we know he want to be an all time dude. That's my whole purpose of when I
yeah,
bring that up.
if
He
he had
wants
did it
that.
with the Nets, if he had went to the Nets, if he had carried the Nets to a championship that year, his toe was
It
on the
definitely
line.
would have helped him.
Yeah.
It definitely would have helped him, and that's why he went there. That's why I sat there. I was like, he knew he fucked up. Not necessarily fucked up. No, he did. He fucked up when it came basically to the legacy aspect, not the career. He
Mm-hmm.
fucked up when it came to that. He know that. He like, all right, I gotta do something when my name is stamped it as I'm the dude, clear dude,
Mm-hmm.
and it still didn't work, and it still ain't working.
Well, they problem with the Nets was they traded Allen and they traded
His problem
Karis
is,
LeVert.
yeah, I won't even blame him per se.
They should have left
No, I'm
James Harden
blaming him.
alone. They should
I
have
blame
left James
no.
Harden
He
alone.
shouldn't. No, when we saw that damn when they was in the tunnel giggling with Kyrie and them, that was the day. That's the day that everything happened. You should have said, "Fuck no, I'm not playing with your ass. No, I'm not."
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just because y'all good friends don't mean y'all gonna be good teammates.
That's true. That's
And I
true.
need a lot of players. I think this experiment showed a lot of players like, yeah, we just can't come together. Like this ain't no goddamn FIBA.
It showed the league too, because GMs was the ones that would make ultimately pulling the trigger. GMs and owners. So yeah, man, I think it was a good conversation, bro. Like Melo has his legacy, KD has his legacy, but they're different legacies. I'm not necessarily sure they're comparable legacies. Certain to a certain aspect, then maybe yeah, perhaps, but ultimately, they're both just two different types of players who were able to just score at a high rate in this league.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what for Carmelo. That's what's gonna go down to. And, Carmelo, KD, you run out of time to change otherwise. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
you
got
still got
work to
them
do.
2 rings, but like I said, they don't mean shit like that.
Well, they mean it to him, and I guess that's what all that matters.
I
But we
mean,
appreciate,
we ain't talking, but that's the thing.
yeah.
I get. We have this conversation for the conversation. We ain't coming for the KD the person. We
Mm-hmm.
know it. Use a legend, whatever you. All these players is legends. What they made it. We talking about that, and that's what I think annoys me about players like him and a lot of these new players. They don't know how to separate the two. Mug, we not talking about your personal life. We not
Talking about
saying
what
you
you
a
do
good
on the court.
right. We not saying you not a good person. We don't saying you're not a good friend, family, businessman. None of that. We're saying we're crucifying the work. And then if there's different contexts when it comes to your work, and we gonna break it down. And ain't us hating is what I see.
Facts. Facts. Well, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us over here on NBA Central. It's your boy Big Bro. We got Steve O in the building. Don't forget to rock with the rest of the Chi-Town Sports family from Chicago Bears Central to Bull Central, Blackhawk Central, Sky Central, Cubs and White Sox. And then, of course, we got the Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. NBA basketball is on the horizon, not too far off in the distance. And, of
I'm
course,
tired of y'all saying that.
football is about a week and a half away, so we're excited about that as well. Don't forget to just follow, like, share, comment, all those good things. And we're not gonna hold y'all. We're gonna keep y'all in our prayers. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.